as well, and Device looking for the one taps from short, but no one offering themselves up here. They're gonna have to fully commit. They've got a smoke and a flashbang, but no defuse kit as things currently stand, as they'll coordinate their players now. They're going for it, and they get the first kill.
Graves holding it though, and he's missed his shots. Rain goes down. Dupree with another huge impact. Nico can't do enough, and a successful defuse will come on in. Glaive securing the full 10-seconder, but that is impressive. That was a 5v4 retake.
Yeah, against Astralis as well, and they only lose one further player from that. Dupree, he gets 3, and I have to say, the coordination was a little bit off there for FaZe. Rain missing a whole clip of the P250 in the back, and his teammates not doing much better there. They don't do anything, but the bomb gets planted, and they combine the third. So they're going to take an eco here. Desert Eagles with a smoke trying to get the bomb down from short, I'd imagine, and we'll see their gun round start following shortly.
Yeah, well, this game couldn't be any closer, boys. I know the scoreline's tied at 8-8, but so are the opening duels, currently 8-8, and if you look at the multi-kill rounds, 10 apiece. So
wow.
we...
that hasn't happened in a long time.
Yes.
Completely level.
It's the trifecta.
As all things should be, balanced. Second round of this first half then. Dust 2 was the map pick of FaZe Clan. Lots within their arsenal, but this was what their coach YNK and the squad landed on as their best bet. Looking to put the best foot forward, and just the Deagles was Olof. He does tag up Dupree on B, keeping that presence and keeping 2 CTs busy as they prepare for the push. Actually going in pretty flashed. Just one single flashbang. Zipex has one as well. If they can get this goose frag, it's Brokey for the info. He only had the Glock, hoping that Deagles could have done more, but Device's double has really slowed things down.
Yeah, they really had to trade at least one kill here to stand a chance, but there it is. Bomb does go down, and probably their chances of getting a plant as well. But they've already got the plant and the pistol, so they'll still be able to buy regardless. This would have been a bonus of some sorts, but just looking for that extra kill now. Device on for the ace. Just to know that, not really that exciting against no armor, but there we have it. It will be 9-8. Astralis taking the lead now, as Alex just mentioned on their opponent's map pick. Here's the replay of Device getting it done. Flash from his teammate. Nothing to write home about, but denying the plant is a big deal.
So some of the tendencies to look for the FaZe clan on their T side right here. We know that they do enjoy a fast mid-biff, getting straight out the doors if they know the team is doing a heavy long and B defense right there. They've got all the executes you could possibly imagine. Set pieces towards the B side. They've got a couple of mid to B ones, even strats that we make up for them when they misthrow their smoke. So it is just going to be the hard B on the first gun round. This is
We're off. They're standing it.
Oh, Magic for some reason, he's always good for 2. This time, not at all. Olof down to 40, but the B site is lost. And if I've learned anything about Astralis, is they do like to play the percentages. And unless Device, as he moonwalks up the ramp, tries to hit something on the cross, this will just be the save call.
And that's what we're talking about. That round, we only had Mages in towards B. They haven't been showing anything on that side of the map. So now Astralis had to reposition, work out whether they need to consider that as a possible threat going forward, or whether they'll keep things going, just put it down as a difficult round for Mages. You don't want to find 2 every single time, right?
Certainly not. And something that's always impressive is when teams start to exploit that. When we watch Fnatic in similar circumstances, Golden would just keep calling this fast B because the CTs are like, they won't do it again. They won't do it again. And you can really get in each other's heads. It's so
Chad
enjoyable.
will tell you all about that. That's his favorite way to call.
We once won a tournament with calling on the CT side of train, 3 people push inside to flank yard because we just kept losing the yard. Yeah. I think we did like 6 rounds in a row.
Well, you just ended up like going full flank main, or you're dropping pop?
No, dropping like behind them, and just like because they're so focused on clearing everything out on yard, you just do the same strat. I think Havoc called that one there. That's a long time ago now. I think we're going all the way back to 2013. So
respect.
Really have to go back in the time traveling vehicle.
While you're there, stay a year, buy some Vox Emina stickers.
Worth $2,000
Worth $2,000 nowadays,
Gomez
man.
is kicking himself. He could have held on to those. Would be like Bitcoin for him at the moment. He had over like 200 of those.
Oh, what a muppet!
Oh no, don't like this.
Gomez, Kermit, the whole gang.
Big Bird.
And we're cross-contaminating Sesame Street with the Muppets there.
Did I do it?
Yeah, Chad did.
I did.
Phew.
Big Bird. But it's all good. We'll see whether these UMPs can cause any damage going forward. It's going to be Dupree rotating over towards B, and that's exactly where FaZe are ending up here. Goldzera, great shot toward the double doors, completely blind as well it seems, and back and forth we go. It's an absolute brawl. Good flash from Mages, and it could get him one more frag, but the Flames will find him first. 3 versus 2, still possible for Astralis here, but they're stuck in towards CT score, and Rain wants to keep them there.
They've got nades, they've got Rain, it's all set up perfectly, and the FaZe machine has generated a 10th. Device locked in towards the CT position. Rain has essentially won this round for them. There's nothing
How
Device could do.
blind was Cold Zero on that first kill. It still looked like
flashed,
he
didn't he?
was absolutely fine with it. Precise shot, no problem. And we'll see Device presumably going down to Rain here in a second. He has been spotted, so might be able to take one down with him, but Device won't be surviving this one.
One, and done. No worries for FaZe Clan, they've got loads of cash to splash, but they do reach the double digits first. And another B hit, so that's 2 successful B hits in a row, and now Astralis are going to be kind of gimped for utility. This could be the perfect storm. Let's see that again. So Olof, it was the Molotov onto Magisk. I thought he'd done enough, but he just got burned. I think he was flashed a little bit, couldn't see where the damage or the spread was coming from under the scrutiny of the FaZe players in his sight, and he just burns down. Brokey's Molotov did take the final B defender down there. And so into round 20, it is going to be just a smattering for Astralis. A scout for Glaive, he can treat himself.
That right there, that round, it was very desperate for Astralis to cross mid doors and get towards the B bomb site. The whole, I guess, flurry of frags that went down or could have gone down across middle with Nico and Rain trying to push out the doors, they just dropped the Molotov and ran across mid because they knew they had to get to the B bomb site to help. They knew that they had to get on there to make sure it couldn't just be taken. And that, unfortunately, is a sign of what we were talking about earlier. The fact that they have to go with these stacks over to other bomb sites. They can't just hedge 2 players into the B bomb site, assuming it will be that side of an attack. And here they're left with, well, as you mentioned, not a lot. Nothing that should be hugely exciting. There's not even any nades or flashes to come up through. There we go. Smoke and a Zeus. So now
we're
I'm
talking.
excited.
Now we're talking.
They're sending an extra player over towards B, but that's made his tagged as well. So Brokey doing initial damage here. They send 2 players towards B. It's going to be just spread default for FaZe. They know they're up against not a lot here. Just wait for the initial push. Once you find that, coordinate yourselves for a 5-man take, but no rush to do so. Wait for these sort of approaches from Zipex.
Oh.
Nice grenade through the mid doors. Lands
Shane.
on top of Glaive.
Even snatches the scout to the other side of the door just to ensure it can't be scooped up. Dupree wants to have a look. Getting close to those doors, challenging when backs are turned would be the ideal setup, but for now, Brokey's trained on it as they progress up.
The Zeus is out close mid doors as well.
I don't know if anyone's going to challenge, though.
Well, the reason he can do this is because they've already used the close Molotov, so they will have to now clear it again, and he might have an opportunity here to get one of these kills. It shouldn't be more than just a comedic moment.
Give it to us.
It certainly was, Chad. You got to admit, that was funny.
Yeah, well, it's like he's out.
Oh, no! He's just
so
showing
is that.
What?
It's a series of blunders here. We're going to keep going. We've got anything left in the tank?
Oh, no!
Apparently we have.
No!
Let's go! Magisk has made the impossible happen here, and it works out. The eco victory, the Zeus kill, the team kill from Brokey.
Oh, no!
Everything that could have gone wrong certainly occurred there for FaZe. We know what happens, Chad, when they lose that sort of round. What happens
Go to
after?
overtime. No, this right here.
Go to overtime, yeah, straight up.
No, normally with FaZe, what happens is they get a little bit tilty. It takes them a couple of rounds to recover, and then the game starts becoming a bit more of a back and forth affair for them. Luckily for them, it is already a back and forth affair, so it's not like they're going to squander a massive lead like we've seen in the past.
I don't mind this. I was about to say, you would normally see Nico go for the hero AK, and he'll go for a drop down on T-spawn out those mid doors. That normally is their sort of reaction to that sort of round. But as you can see, he can actually afford the AK-47. That's not a big deal. They can go PD-50s around him, but I would imagine one of his teammates will get a scout, and they'll try and cover him when he drops down, goes to the middle doors. I've cast him do that a dozen times, and this would be the exact sort of round to deploy it. Yeah, this is the sort of round his teammates get towards B. He'll go down towards the drop-down boxes, and we'll see whether it works out. But it is the double orb, and I have been super impressed with Dupree's secondary orb contributions on Dust 2. He looks amazing on this map. Currently top fragging as well. Good form today. And Nico doesn't go for the drop-down, but he did have the good spawn. We'll see if he wants to go towards shore here. And in terms of the smoke, Olaf might start lining one up, so he'll deploy that towards Xbox now. And Nico just to lead the charge. He got a flashbang for the first corner and a second, both from by Cold Zeri. Can bounce him off the first window here at short. And
Bonk.
a good nade. Ouch.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. Rain down to 50. So Nico, he's just floating amidst his unarmored opponents, or rather teammates, I should say. Brokey, for example, has just taken another nade to the face. He's working with a little less health. So they do not get spotted by Device as they leave Catwalk, which is valuable. Astralis still operating under the assumption that there is a gathering there. Possibility towards long. A good flashbang from coldzera could set Nico up for the frag onto Zipex. He's playing blue bin.
Oh, the nade timing
the
is
nade
great.
again. They're playing this so well.
They haven't even seen anyone yet. They've lost about 200 HP as well. We'll see them actually make their way out towards long. Remember, Nico has invested in that AK. They've actually got another rifle there as well. Zipex goes down, and Dupree with that secondary orb. He's under a lot of pressure here. Nico, he'll get the trade, and we're actually got a man advantage now. I feel like they're going to win this round. Glade can't do anything. He's been painted into a corner. 4 versus 2. Device watching the cross. They've got no smoke. That is one advantage they have here. Bomb going down a crossover.
Yeah, what do you do to get the AWPer off the line? Olof had a great idea, but Device too quick.
This is a problem now because...
Brokey could drop.
Yeah, but he's only got the Glock, right? So it won't do too much.
Oh! That works! That really works. That's suddenly going to enable the bomb to be thrown across. In fact, Brokey, that's smart, using the peon that is Brokey, but they have got a Molotov. Will that bomb be able to go down? It could very well be, but Nico hits the shot. From winning it once, now FaZe hit them back with a taste of their own medicine.
And there it is, Nico, the in-game leader, manages to pull out the AK-47, and he is a hero. 3 kills in the round, 368 damage. He gets the job done. Device did his absolute best to deny this round as well. 2 excellent shots towards that crossover. Looked like it was done there, but Nico, he came in and hit this showstopper. That's the AWPer going down. His teammate scoops at the bomb. Huge trade as well. Great effort with that incendiary going down there. Chadden's right, that could have been enough.
It could have. I mean, he was low as well, right? He was sub 50. And there was a Molotov at his feet. He just takes the fight and wins it. Balls to the wall. Aggressive towards long. Taking that control. A deep smoke gives Astralis that info. Up short, though, they're going to be throwing out smokes of their own, and that nade looks destined for damage. Will half Nico's functional health pool. And they want to try and pivot straight into Dupree. Not a Zeus this time. He's got an M4. And the bomb's been delivered to the other side. Brokey takes matters into his own hands, but doesn't hit the shots. In this one, it's a bit of a shambles.
Really enjoyed that from Dupree. Thinking on his feet. Upgrade to the AK-47. I couldn't have worked out better from as well. The first 2 players, the AWPers, and then we saw the AK user and the AWP behind them. They all got blocked up. They couldn't trade out the kill. He managed to get 3, and Nico will have no chance of clutching this one out. 5 versus 1. Less than a minute. Look at them actually sat on the bomb with 4.
Yeah, it's very scary. Device will collect it. 11-11, keeping things close, and I'm not surprised at this stage in the competition. And this is, perfect. You can see Brokey had to try and do something with a pistol. It was his only way to get him off the line. Didn't work out. Triple kill from Dupree, and it's refreshing to see him at the top of the scoreboard. We've talked about it. He's been one of the few members of Astralis that hasn't been necessarily riding that consistency wave that everyone else on the squad has as of late. A couple of slip-ups, a couple of losses to, well, Fnatic, who have recently fallen off, and Mousesports, who have recently fallen off. So that's the only 2 scalps Astralis have fallen to recently.
This is the full eco for FaZe Clan here. Astralis going to take the lead once again. The double AWP setup. As we said, it's a beautiful one. First kill for Zipex. He's towards short at AK-47, just trying to keep this round clean. They've actually got the best Dust 2 setup you could ask for. 3 AKs, 2 AWPs. That's about as good as you could possibly get. Might set them up for the map going in their favor, to be honest with you.
It's only 1,900 as the loss bonus for FaZe going into the next round as well. So they will get the buy going. They can even get the AWP out if you look at the money for Olof. He will be able to drop that over if they do require. But with all those bits and pieces in consideration right now, look, there's a real opportunity if Astralis can deny them getting the bomb down within the last few rounds here of second half of the first map. They can deny the buys to come on through and continue to apply pressure on Astralis here. As well, you can see Brokey, he's trying out for the World Cup team. I didn't know, do Latvia have a World Cup team?
I assume they do.
I guess everyone has a World Cup team.
Yeah,
I don't really know a lot about football.
Yeah.
Nor do I. You're asking the wrong people.
You kick it in the goal.
I mean,
straight in the goal hole.
I'm definitely the goal hole.
Yeah, that's a technical term. And we will see. This is classic FaZe here. This is what they love. Alex, you do such a good job of explaining why they don't.
I really do, and I'm so glad you asked, Henry, because what we're seeing here is the full length of the round, 18 seconds left, as FaZe hope to pull out all their nades.
That was weird.
That's right.
Still didn't do anything.
Oh, can he burn to death? He
that's
can.
Smart. So he is denying them getting $300 or $600. Zipex still gets the cash, fair enough, but it doesn't give him the satisfaction of pulling the trigger.
Yeah,
which I think is something.
That's what it's all about, right? You know, Zipex don't want to give him the extra satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's way too good to kill Nico, and so he'll do his best impression of just standing in the flames. Cooks himself up nice, medium rare Nico. 11-12, the scoreline for the first map. This was FaZe's pick, but as Henry has outlined the round before, and something I'm very excited to see transpire, is the dream setup for Astralis. They still got hold of all those AKs and the double AWP. Let's see if FaZe can knock them off their perch a little bit.
Hey, Green, who's the AWPer at B? Is it Device or is it Dupree? It's Dupree. So the AWPers at this point are playing spawn-based because we've seen them at opposite sides, and that makes a lot of sense because you can get your AWPer to the corner of long to take the jewels there early. Neither of them had a fantastic spawn that round there, but it's good to see them playing a little bit looser, a little bit more flexible. They're able to fill the roles and gaps of one another here as FaZe Clan, they jump on up. They'll get cat control for free. This is a very, very slow round. You can see the bomb all the way towards the back of Death Alley, just near T spawn. One dealing with any aggression to upper dark. Outside long, cold zero as per the usual. That lurk smoke, Dupree is gonna... Ooh, I thought he would push forward there to give him some information, but thinking better of that.
Still with those 3 AK-47s on the CT side, Astralis are set up for success here. FaZe will have basic map control, however. 2 towards short, the bomb's down towards middle. That'll be on the back of Brokey. So the execution, very standard finish for a T-side team on Dust 2. And you can see the A-side relatively open right now. They're really focusing towards B with 2 players in there. One towards CT spawn, transition play from Glaive, and he'll transition over towards the A ramp. He can feel a bit of pressure coming in now, and he would be right. They're getting ready as they throw in their flashbangs.
Wow, Rain's got straight down. They're planning on splitting through middle. However, Dupree gets enough time and enough space to actually get the first frag. Device picks up Nico on the lurk, and now they try and pincer in. If they can get into this site, there's still a chance. They need these frags now, though, and already Dupree's caught another.
I was going to say there was still a pretty decent chance there. Those 2 players could get a kill or 2, but now just Brokey looking to cause financial damage. Every kill he does get might deny an AK-47. He'll not get another one there, and it's a very convincing round. And the loss bonus, as Chad already stated, not massively high here for FaZe. That's 2 rounds, make it 3 without the bomb going down. So we will find them at around $2,500 per player. 13-11, Astralis on cruise control right now. There should be no danger of getting this round away. At the very top end against Desert Eagles, no armor.
That's the conversation FaZe have had, and it does mean we're going to be having another one of these. If it does go the same way as it can, you'll notice that they'll be taking their time, talking it out.
I just have a quick one here, and this is going to need production's assistance, because this should just be another round where they kind of limp on in. If we're able to bring up picture-in-picture with Skybox right now, we can talk about one of the highlights of last round. I didn't prep anybody. Here we go. Okay, so what I want to know, and while this round's going on, guys, we'll jump into it, but Dupree just here and the transition with the AWP on the B bomb side. So I'm going to play this out. You're going to see what happens. There's going to be a smoke that comes towards dark. We always talk about that. He's going to move straight away from it. Him and Magus going to change. Magus has a rifle. Dupree obviously has the AWP. Yeah. He's going to jump up towards window. Still 2 of them alive, so we've still got a bit of time here.
So that was the pivot.
Yeah, but what I want to show here is as soon as they come out mid to B, I want to make this go a little bit faster for everybody if we can. As soon as they come out mid to B, instead of getting isolated here, they're about to come out any second, he'll go for these first shots. Oh, come on, game. A little bit quicker would be lovely. Comes on out. He goes for these first shots, and then he'll reposition over towards Car so he doesn't get isolated in the site as they team on through with the mid to B, and that sets up a better crossfire with him and Magus. So I liked it. I loved it. I'm sorry it took so long, and there you go.
Perfect timing, though, because in 3, 2, 1, we are back on in, and it's a bye this time from FaZe.
Yeah, and FaZe need to pull their socks up here, boys. It's going to be 4 rounds in a row for Astralis on the CT side. That's looking very good for them, I have to say. And we'll have AKs across the board here for FaZe. No AWP available for Brokey, but it's only currently set on 7 and 16. The AWPers haven't been delivering in the last couple of days. The Major certainly is through the smoke, through the wall, in the head. Olofmeister is dead. And we've got a 4-man setup towards the B tunnels as well. FaZe don't have anything to speak of the map.
Yeah, I think that death's taken them by surprise. I mean, you really weren't accounting for it. Look at the damage they're inflicting. Oh, they could have killed him, and they will kill one. Nico goes down to the device AWP, and he's already bopping out of there, strafing back to support long. Oh, the death. Look at where Olof's body is. Like, Cold Zero to the left of him, that's the Rain. That's Nico, excuse me. Olof is right in the corner underneath Rush's cam. That's how, like, look at the angle. Magisk wallbanged him through the smoke at an angle like that. Such a good, precise spray. And it's another one for Magisk. He'll get his second. Round 1, unless Brokey and Rain can make something materialize up against the Astralis CT force.
Magus is low on the B bomb site, so if they do manage to get a mid to B split going here, they're onto something. Brokey has a smoke for CT spawn, a Molotov to deny the push, and a flash to get them over into the site. That's the best play they've got.
Big nade again. Big spray down coming in. The double wombo combo from Dupree and Glaive. AG landing at their front door. Their loss bonus is now $2,900. So Galil's AK-47s, as you can see, that's reflected now, and it's gonna have to take 4 rounds in a row. I feel like Astralis have actually set up a really solid CT side. It's dynamic. It's working out. They're nailing their shots, mixing things up. Overwhelming their opponents through the smoke as well, multiple times. 2 smoke kills there to kick things off.
Yeah, and Rain didn't see a single enemy. He caught
Exactly.
3 nades over the course of that round. And starting with a bang, Olofmeister will eliminate Glaive. Throws his 16th death onto the in-game leader's board. And long control immediately seized. You can see how they bounce around now to change the approach. Device was hoping to catch Nico over the edge of the smoke. Bit of a role reversal now. Previously, Nico was dancing with Device on his CT side. He had a scout, though. A bit of an upgraded one for the Danish sniper.
If Magus goes down here to there, oh my god.
Great shot.
Device is having a mad one, and Rain's dead. That's Magus. He's locked them in now. They are absolutely cream cracker here, boys.
They are chocolate bourbon. Rich tea, hobnob. What I'm trying to say is, it's over. 2 left, 1 on the edge of the smoke. It will be Olofmeister giving him the easiest and slowest peak. Nice work from Brokey, but only with a Galil. He's presented 3 to keep FaZe's chances here on Dust 2. Dupree will... Ooh, I think he got spotted. Brokey does peek in and hits a great shot. Now upgrading. Maybe there's a chance for Brokey. What a clutch player he is. He's disappearing to B. He anticipates the long. Can he get on out of cover fast? Can he get out there enough? Tucks in, just about safe. He's going to B, boys.
He absolutely is. This looks great for a 1 versus 4 clutch. Brokey will get the bomb down. Magisk, he knows he hasn't crossed over towards double doors at least, and we'll see Brokey challenge. He's got him. Maybe he actually goes now. He's looking towards the window. Oh, he has no idea. Magisk might have it now. He's assuming he's coming from tunnels at this stage. Oh, he seems to... Oh, did he catch him?
I think he saw him. I thought it was the backpack for sure. He's done it.
Brokey.
Wins.
What a clutch king. The Latvian can. 1v4 keeps FaZe in it.
Absolutely brilliant scenes there from Brokey. It didn't look possible. 1 versus 4 with the Galil. It felt like they could even throw players at him, which they did. But he took them all down. Remember, he hasn't planted the bomb. He hasn't done anything. Everyone's challenging, and even Astralis makes a mistake sometimes. And great play from him. But a 1v4 with Galil probably shouldn't be happening.
Well, that right now would actually be the pivot round for the game right here, because look, there is 15 rounds on the board for Astralis. They're on the CT side. That's where the economy can go through a few more woes. We're highlighting right here Dupree, the highest fragger right now on the side of things for Astralis, and Brokey, with that, he's been able to get himself into the double digits. He was actually struggling for the squad up until this point, the lowest fragger for the team still. But Astralis will get another shot at it. They will have 2 more buys this round and the next very comfortably. So they have plenty of shots here to take FaZe Clan out of the equation. With only 1 individual surviving, that loss bonus coming on through, you can see their buy is not fantastic. Once again, Galil's out on the field. A couple of AKs. They'll make that 1, and the AWP in Brokey's hands. So it's still not a great buy for FaZe. They need to win this one, and they need to win it cleanly.
All right.
It's a difficult one. The 3 Galils, with 4 players going down in the previous. They will have the ult for Brokey, but still, he'll have no grenades. First bit of damage towards Cold Zera. And that was a long doors, courtesy of Dupree, throwing the HE in towards those double door areas. We're going to have Brokey looking for the short pushes. So a flat default here. He manages to save the team. Wasn't posting a massive score before, but takes himself up to 11 after winning the 1v4. 23 kills for Device, his rival in terms of the sniping responsibilities.
What a clutch that was. That might do wonders for the FaZe morale. Time will tell. 3 rounds the gap. Run boosting Nico across. This is the same as his cousin gets set up. Maybe he's been taking lessons and tips. Either way, nothing found on that run boost. Still 5v5.
So the execution will be coming in. You can see them setting up for it. 4 players there. 1 towards long. That's still called Zeras. They have the smokes, the flashes available. But can they get it done? It's been so vulnerable. THE damage when they commit. Dupree will spot at least 1 on the corner there, and Nico not far behind him.
Oh, they're already going very wide. Olof takes the first, but Glaive, sensational. Device as well. The
Bombs
three
down
of
here.
them all falling in very quick succession. A tough duel for Nico as the flames pop, and Cold, he's so late. He's been trying to contain Long this whole time, and as his teammates have fallen, he just jumps straight into the fuzz. What a shot Device holds, and it's Astralis 16. They take it. FaZe's map pick, Dust 2. It starts with an Astralis victory.